What's going on, people? My name is Marcus. This is Keep It 100. All right. Now, some of y'all might give me some pushback on this, but I'm going to talk about black businesses today. Okay. The curious case of black businesses. All right. So we know that, 80% of black businesses fail within the first year. 80%. That's a high number. Okay. The black community is responsible for billions of, dollars in consumer spending. Billions. Okay. Billions of fucking dollars. All right. But 80% of black businesses fail. It's not a secret. You go into the black neighborhood, you walk through the neighborhood, you see Asian business, you see Latino business, you see Arab business, you see white business. You hardly see black businesses. Okay. Now, first thing a lot of people might say is, it's the quality of black businesses. That's why I don't fuck with these black businesses. They open late, they give you poor service, they have attitudes and all this shit. And I'm not saying these things aren't valid. Because of the particular business, a lot of this shit is valid. I got girls that come to me and tell me that the reason they go to Korean nails and, different, ethnicities of hair places because, the black owned nail shop or the black owned hair shop opens late, or, it's a bunch of bullshit that they deal with. They might deal with some attitudes, whatever the case, right? And that shit might be valid, right? But if that were the case for only black, like, cosmetology places, then we could have, you have a point and we could leave it there, right? But it's not. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of black businesses out there that give you great fucking service. But the one day they open late, or the one day you got to wait a minute too long, or some shit like that, the first thing black people like to say is, well, this is what happens when I give my money to a black business. CP time, right? This is all these niggas. They don't know how to run businesses. This is some bullshit. I'm not fucking with these niggas again. This is what happens when you go to a black business, right? This is the usual shit, right? But when you get bad Sprint service and you get bad AT&T service and Verizon service, and you call up the operator and they give you a hard time, and, whatever the problem was, you ain't satisfied, when you go to white businesses and they give you bad service, and they do give bad service at times. Okay? Don't bullshit me. These white businesses do give motherfuckers bad service. I've been to places where white businesses open up late. They run out of shit. I've been to McDonald's. They run out of fucking burger meat. Okay? Let's not play around. White businesses here and there give bad services. Not only that, but sometimes they don't want your black ass there. Niggas actually march and fight for the right to give white people their money, right? So 80% of black businesses are failing because black people don't want to give them their money, right? Even when they have good service, right? Trying to get this shit in focus, right? So even when they doing good service, black folks are walking away from the black business to fight white people for the right to give white people their hard-earned money. Who the fuck does this shit, right? Who does this? No other group of people does this. Chinese people do not fight the white man for the right to give them Chinese money. Latino people do not fight white people for the right to give them Latino money. And none of these people fight black people for the right to give us their money. None of them. None of them. Okay. When the black business gives you bad service in whatever form it may be, right? Even if it's unintentional, the first thing we say is we're not going to no more black businesses. When white businesses give you bad service, you blame it on that business. You say, Verizon, I can't fuck with Verizon. I'm going to fuck with Sprint. When you get bad business from Sprint, you say, fuck them. I'm going to AT&T. But if the black phone company gives you bad service, you say, fuck all black phone companies. You don't say, fuck this black phone company. You say, fuck the black phone company. That's some white supremacist shit that you're practicing, right? Just want to point that out because this is about white supremacy, right? It's not just about white people. It's about white supremacy, and sometimes black people practice white supremacy. Okay? So when you walk away from the black business as a collective because one gave you bad service, what you're doing is you're practicing white supremacy because nobody puts all white businesses in a bag and says, well, fuck white business because one white business gave me bad service, or bad product. We don't do that. I've never heard anyone do that. Okay. So let's move on with it, right? So I want to show you a couple of things, right, that I saw on social media today that kind of prompted this conversation, right? So first we're going to go with this shit here. If this shit will come up. I guess it's not coming up. Basically, there was an example of a vending machine, right? So there's a guy, his name is Mike. Mike went and bought a couple of vending machines. So Mike put his vending machines in an apartment complex because he wanted to sell to his people and he wanted to charge less for a bottle of soda and a bag of chips than the store was charging. So he priced his bag of chips for 50 cents and he charged 50 cents for a can of soda. So for $1, you could get a bag of chips and a can of soda. He's a fucking machine. It cannot give you bad service. It cannot be late. The worst thing that could happen is your money could get stuck in the machine, but that's not the beef here. What happened was, so a girl comes down and says, I want to get a bag of chips and a drink for $1. And nigga comes, yes, I said nigga. So nigga comes in and says, fuck that. I don't fuck with Mike. We gonna go to the gas station. The gas station where a bottle of soda is $1.50. We're gonna go to the gas station and you're gonna get your bag of chips and your soda there because I'm struggling and we not about to make Mike rich. Cause fuck Mike. I'm out here doing bad, and Mike got 2 vending machines trying to make money off of us, trying to get rich off of us. Okay. Mike is charging $1 for chips and a soda, and you're gonna go to whoever runs the fucking gas station and give him more money than you're giving to Mike so that Mike don't get rich off your broke ass, right? That's what we dealing with. That's what we talking about here. Mike says fuck Mike. I remember episode of Power 105. Cameron was on there, and he basically said, yeah, I own a KFC. And when asked which KFC, he told them he wouldn't tell them because then what will happen is everybody that don't like Cameron will now avoid going to that particular restaurant because now it'll become personal. Their patronage will become personal. I don't like Cameron. He's a whack rapper, so I'm not fucking with his KFC. Even though it's the same fucking chicken that it would be anywhere else, They're not fucking with his KFC because they don't fuck with him. Right? I'm mad my switch is not fucking working because I want to show you some things. But the point is this. What we like to do with black businesses is we hold them. It's a lot of petty shit. We hold them to a different criteria that we hold white businesses to. Okay, you got the Italian motherfuckers in your hood. They have a pizza shop that ain't never did shit for nobody except sell a pizza pie. All right, they ain't never sponsor shit. They ain't never, give back. You know what I'm saying? They ain't never do nothing for no kids in the community. But as soon as a nigga open a candy store, he's required to give back to the community. Meanwhile, all these other people that have been in the community with their businesses for years, 40 years, 50 years, whatever the fuck, have run their shit free and clear. And now that this black man has been open for 5 seconds, he's expected to do magic tricks in the community with his little business. Okay? So I want to go to another example, and this shit still is not working. I want to go to another example about Jay-Z and Tidal. So I came across a meme. Well, it's a screenshot of someone's post. It looks like it's on Twitter. It says, for 100,000 streams, Spotify pays $400. Apple Pay pays $600. Tidal pays $2,800. Unfortunately, none of y'all fuck with Tidal. Either it's Spotify or Apple Music. The black business pays more and gets the least amount of love, right? So I would imagine that the people who don't fuck with Tidal are not fucking with Tidal because whatever they feel about Jay-Z. If they don't like Jay-Z, you ain't fucking with Tidal. I saw a guy post this on Facebook. He says he don't fuck with Tidal because he can't stand Jay-Z. Right? You don't fuck with Jay-Z, so you don't fuck with Tidal. Meanwhile, Tidal is paying artists $2,800 for 100,000 streams. So basically what you're saying, Playboy, is that because you don't like Jay-Z, you're going to jerk the artist by supporting the platform that pays him less. The guy that you actually like, the artist that you like, you will support his music on another platform and give him less of the stream because of your personal feelings about Hove. The guy that you like, he has to suffer because you don't want to support the black guy. That's what we're talking about here. Get this shit out of here. That's what we're talking about here. Okay? So if you're a Kendrick Lamar fan, you're gonna fuck with either Spotify or one of these other streaming services that might give the Kendrick Lamar, the guy that you actually respect and you might think is better than Jay-Z, a couple $100, a few $100, because you don't want Jay to make no money. So you support the white man that's jerking the black artist. No doubt. But this is why 80% of black businesses fail. And all I see on social media is motherfuckers rationalizing why they don't want to give black people money. I had a guy tell me he doesn't want to support a black business because, well, what ends up happening is they sell the business. Word. So you don't want to support a black business because you're worried that they're going to sell the business. How is that different than white businesses who sell the business? These phone companies are selling their business to each other. Airlines merge. Everything else merges. So your excuse for not supporting black people is that one day they'll sell it? And your problem with that is what? He said, well, we'll be left holding the bag. What bag? The fuck are you talking about? Anyway, so that's pretty much what it is. We, at some point, hopefully, You know, this is kind of like a Dr. Claude Anderson type of discussion, and is very lofty to wish for us to get out of this. You know what I'm saying? But niggas got to stop being fucking crabs. Period. Niggas got to stop being crabs, man. The very idea, because I listen. I've been in business myself for a very long time, and I've had black customers and white customers, right? The funny thing is, the beef between the black business person and the black customer is pretty much the same thing. The beef with the black customer is that the black business doesn't give good service, and the beef with the black customer, you know, is, well, you always want a discount. Okay, you both have issues with each other. This is something that doesn't go outside of, you know, this interaction between two black people. The problem is black people can't stand to see other black people get money. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I remember when Jay-Z did the deal with Samsung and niggas was mad. Why? Why were you mad? Why? How does it affect you, right? White people are happy that Donald Trump doesn't pay taxes. But niggas is mad that you might make some money, giving them what they need, what they would buy anyway. And then all the time I've been in business, I've never begged people to do business with me. I've never begged them or guilted them to buy anything that I was selling. And that's another thing that black business, you know, people need to get out of, is stop trying to guilt people into buying shit they don't need. Actually, you should create a situation or be selling a product that they need, that they can't live without, and they got to fuck with you. But that is still separate from the notion that even when they do need the shit that you're selling, that they would rather get it from someone else, and they would rationalize to themselves why they can't give you the money for it. Sad state of affairs, because everyone can own a business in the black community except the black man, and the black man cannot own a business in anyone else's communities. Try it. Try it. Good luck. Try it. Go open your shit in Bensonhurst or some shit, or Howard Beach. You know, any exclusive community. You know, because these are, when I say black community, I mean like heavily black, dominantly, any area that's dominantly black has businesses from every other, you know, group of people. Try that shit flip side. Try it. Go ahead. Let's see how you do. You'll be in that 80%. A motherfucker can't open a business in his own area. This shit is sad. They had the girl that opened the beauty salon and got murdered in her shit. Murdered. They killed her. You know what I'm saying? Killed her in her own beauty salon. This is real news. You can Google it. Sad state of affairs. Everybody can open a business in the black neighborhood and rock it free and clear, and nothing is ever demanded from them to be there. Nothing. But the minute you do it, they want the world from you. There is a different standard that black people apply to other black people opening up shop in their areas, because they hate it. Slave shit. Okay? I think I've pretty much said most of the things that I wanted to say on this topic. Holler at me in the comments. All right? And I know there will be some defense. Well, no, but you can't say, I will be responding to motherfuckers. So hit me in that comment section. We can talk about it. 100.